And here we are. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And today I'm happy to bring to y'all a live video at the time of this live before a live internet audience. And if you're watching the recording, thanks so much. I appreciate you. And if you're here for the live, thanks so much. I appreciate you. And also for the live, I have turned on subscribers only mode. What that means is you have to subscribe to be able to participate in live chat. What this, there's always been an issue of trolls and bots that interrupt live chats. And YouTube has provided us a little bit of a go around to help avoid that. And that is to turn on subscribers only mode. What that means is you have to subscribe to the channel to participate in live chat. I have turned it on. You have to subscribe for 3 minutes before you can participate in live chat. You do not have to show your subscriptions. I reckon if you really wanted to, you could unsubscribe later, but why would you want to do that when you could click the bell for notifications and you will get notifications of my live videos, or live shows, live streaming, I guess, and new recorded videos and stuff like that. But you could if you really wanted to. And if you're not subscribed, it will not let you participate in live chat. However, you can come back and comment on the recorded video your questions or comments if they're kind. If they're kind, y'all. Just saying. Okay. All right. So, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Gail. Hey, Vaughn. Hey, Gail. Hey, Vaughn. Hey, Gail. And any lurkers that may be out there. I'm so happy y'all are here. I'm refilling my big Aileen's bottle. So, because when I came out, I thought, oh, I better put some glue in my big giant bottle. And the reason I like that size is because it fits perfectly in this. I think this was an asparagus can. I don't eat asparagus, but my husband used to like them, but not anymore. Anyways, anywhoots, we got a live show. Hey, Jade. I'm going to have some medical information for y'all too, but not just the yet. Okay. Anyway, studio cleanup folder stuff. Here's my typical schedule. Now, mind you, oh, we're going to laugh, Gail. Don't you even worry about that. Oh, Gail, hugs to you, darling. I certainly feel for that. Now, I have penciled in with an ink pen because I'm an ink pen penciler. Same 6 Wednesday, which is at 5 p.m. Central. That was yesterday, y'all. If you've not seen that, you need to see that because it's a hop, y'all. Okay. And it's fun. I so enjoy it. I just can't even explain. I probably sound too excited about it. Anyway, this is where you're at. Just in case you forgot in the last 2 minutes, because it could happen to us. Because that happens a lot. Anyway, my secret internet admirer has struck yet again this month. Okay? Okay. So, I have packaging here which is Distress Collage Medium, which I've already pulled out of the packaging because I have it right here. I don't think I've used them, but I've got them out. So, I mean, you know, they're right here. They're waiting. And then there's this collage brush set, which I have been using because I didn't wait for y'all to use that stuff. So I will now set that aside. This is our Studio Cleanup Folder Stuff Journal. It is made from Happy Mail and our otherwise studio stuff. Okay. This is our third one. It's a volume 3. Volume 3. What are those? Brushes. They're the little distress collage brushes. Or you could have been talking about the collage mediums. We've got Distress Collage Medium Matte. So I'm assuming it's somewhat like matte, fluid matte medium, but I don't know. Let's open it. Let's look and see. More of a gel. It doesn't have a terribly unpleasant odor. It just smells like gel. So it's matte, which y'all know I like that. And then we have Crazing, which is sort of a very faint crackle, but it's not considered a crackle, from what I understand. I've not used it. It has a slight more odor, more odorous than the collage medium matte collage. This one's Crazing. I should put labels on there. Why don't we do that? I'm gonna get my label maker. I am so easily distracted these days on that medication, which we've previously talked about. I am currently weaning off of it. Oh, come on. M-A-T-T. Now my phone's going to happen. Crazy. C-R-A-Z-I-N-G. I can find a Z. And then this one, Distress Collage Medium Vintage. It has a slight color to it. Okay. Again, a little bit more of an odor than the matte one. Okay. So V-I-N-T-A-G-E. Print. Anyway, you want that vintage stuff? Okay, okay, I don't mean to knock anybody's brand or anything like that. In your gel medium, your regular gel medium, or if you use fluid mediums, you can mix in your own colorizations. You can also do that with gessos. Just saying, because you can. All right? Because if it's acrylic based, it's acrylic based. And acrylic based is also water based. That's why we can clean it up with water. Evidently, we're having a lesson today. She says in her stupid teacher voice, but she doesn't really have a teacher voice. She says a loud Texas girl voice. Okay, nah. Anyway, and I have seen many people these days, especially over our friends across the pond, and by across the pond, I mean anybody not on the North American continent, the whole thing, y'all. I see them mixing in coffee, dark coffee waters, and it will colorize your stuff. You can mix in a color of acrylic paint that you are fond of, and what it does is it slightly glazes over the top because it becomes a glaze. Not to be confused with the glazed embossing powders, which is a different story, sort of. Anyway, you can add your own colorizations to your stuff if you want to. I would get the little mini, like the little crap paint things. Oh, I have some. I could just show you. Just hang on. I'm not reading chat. Obviously, I'm not reading chat. Obviously, I'm very distracted. Let's see. I have some, don't I? Maybe I know I do. Well, I'm not finding the empty one. But you can typically pick them up at the Dollar Tree. That's not $1 anymore. It's $1.25 in packages. These little things. I would mix my colorization stuff up in those till I was pretty sure what ratio I wanted to use. That's just me. Okay. Anyways, any hoovables. Looking at the chat. Hey, Violet. Yeah, these are pretty nice. I've been using, I don't think I've used this one. I've used this one and I've just used this one and it's still damp from being double rinsed this morning. Does that make sense? Anyway, so this is our book and it was put together with Happy Mail, and we also used the magazine, free magazine papers that they give us, those artist papers, because they're free. We won't talk about how much we pay for that free paper on our subscriptions. Anywho, we will be on our last page in this journal today, y'all. And I'm going to have a live studio audience person pick a folder number, because that's the folder we're going to use today. Okay. And we have how many folders? Okay. Let's scooch this. I'm going to scooch this over-ish. I got the big old folder basket. Okay. We need a number between 1 and 42. So one of those numbers, and that'll be the folder we use today. Oh, be careful. Don't knock your draining glue over. I'm refilling my giant Aleene's Original Tacky Glue bottle with some smaller bottles. 25. Oh, now see, you two are arguing. Don't be. Hey, Joyce, it's so wonderful to see you. I was at your show the other day. Of course, I've been lurking a lot, and I'll get more into that in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Ooh, 25, is that where we were going with? Is that 25 or is that what? Wait, what is going on here? That's 25 and that goes in there. Okay, that's number 25. Look, it's a decorated folder. Somebody sent me some decorated folders at some point. Okay. That's pretty nifty. Not a lot in it. We got this. It's a light green netting. We have a paper clip because evidently it was important to paper clip this one. And that's a pink paper clip, may I say. We have 2 little cards. We have a cacti, and it says, life is like a cactus. Thorny but beautiful. And then we've got this lovely, oh, it's green on the back. Look at that. And then we got this one. Looks like tree. Oh, it's blue on the back. And then we've got this one. T for, oh, here's one of those artist papers. That one's not an artist paper, but this one is. So there we go. And these are Stampington and Company. I have a sneeze coming on y'all. Maybe. Oh, it went away. These are nice, fun pictures. Egyptian. This one's Egypt because it's got the pyramids on Giza. I don't know. I'm just going. These are Turkey. That's this Turkey there. Algeria. If I read them, I would know where they were from. This one's England. And this one is India. So there we go. Aren't those fun? Okay, we'll have to think about that. We'll probably use most of it. Pretty fancy. Happy and sad. Okay, so we've all kind of know I've got kind of some medical thing going on. We thought it was the ears. It wasn't the ears. It was in my head. So they did an MRI, and we got that done back at the first part of the month because, you know, it takes you a month to see anybody. And it was with and without contrast. And I handled the contrast very well. Not everyone does. In fact, one of my friends just emailed me yesterday because I hadn't been able to reach her for a month or better. I think it's been better in a month. Anyway, she had an MRI with contrast and had the terrible adverse reaction to it. And her kidneys failed and she had to be on dialysis and in the hospital for a long time. So you do have to be aware that you can have issues. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Okay, so Gail has issues too. I did not have any issues. Of course, you know, I told my husband knew, and of course the staff knew as well, that I'd never had contrast before. I've had MRIs, but not contrast. And with the sound that I've had in my ears and stuff like that, I had asked for medication to chillax me for the MRI. You can do that, but you have to ask for that when your appointment is being made, and you have to get it from the, you know, the test ordering doctor. So you want chillax medication. I'll never do another one without chillax medication if I can help it. Man, I was chillaxed and don't remember a darn thing. Pretty much. Yeah, don't. Anyway, that went pretty good. I do have good news. Okay. I know she is still recovering, and the whole, well, you know, Gail, if you have issues with it, the whole mental thing. I mean, you know, because it just puts this mental thing in your head. And then that starts getting associated with tests and doctors and hospitals. I understand all that. Okay. Anyway, my good news is I do not have a tumor in my brain. They did find a brain. They did find one. So I guess that's two good newses. The not so good news is I have spinal fluid leakage into my brain. Don't know where the spinal fluid is leaking from. Well, your spine, of course, but, you know, don't know how it's getting in the brain. But that is what my issue has probably been at least this year. I mean, you know, y'all remember, you might not remember, that whole week of dreadful, horrible, weird headaches that I had that I was blaming on the gabapentin because it can cause headaches. Anyway, it probably wasn't the gabapentin. It was probably the spinal fluid leakage, which gives you weird, bad headaches. Now, these things are common-ish when you have epidurals and that kind of stuff, when you're having a baby or whatever they do that for now. I've not had one of those this year. I can assure you. And sometimes you can get that when you're in an automobile accident or you fall or whatever. You get a little tear somewhere in your spinal column. I don't know all this junk, y'all. And Dr. Google is not sharing a lot of information about it either. Mine is considered spontaneous because I've not had an accident and I've not had any spinal injections of any sort. So the best recommendations I can find from Dr. Google, because I have an appointment with a neurosurgeon. Doesn't that sound fancy and scary as shit? Just saying. Anyway, but that's not until the middle of August, unless I have an emergency thing and before then, which probably won't happen. Anyway, these things can repair themselves. It's not, unheard of. They can also just linger. They can fix it with something called a blood patch. Thank you. I am very open to prayer because we love prayer around here. Anyway, they take your own blood and then they put it in your spinal column or some such thing like that. I don't know if they will be able to do that on mine on account of I have a heart valve issue. Okay. It's an issue that it's not bad enough to require fixing, but it's an issue. So I don't know. We'll find out when we talk to the surgeon in a month. What else? They can fix it with a glue stuff too. I don't know what they called it. Dr. Google. I do have a link in the description box below, should you be curious. Now, like I said, this is kind of a common thing when you get shots and stuff like that in your back. Anyway, one of Johnny's co-workers, she had that with the last baby she had, and she was like, yeah, it was no big deal. They just took my blood and put it in there and it was done. It was fine. So my instructions are not to pick up anything. You're not supposed to pick up stuff. You're not supposed to bend. You're not supposed to put undue pressure in your head. Okay. Which means you're not supposed to stress out. You're not supposed to blow your nose. You're not supposed to strain when you're using the toilet to put it in a not icky way. Anyway, not supposed to pick up. You're not supposed to bend over. If headaches start, and since I've learned this, when I start getting a headache, I go lay down, and then after a few minutes, my headache's okay. So I've been doing a lot of laying down, which is why I've been lurking so much. It's because I'm watching on the big screen, because what are you going to do when you're laying down? Now, allegedly, the best angle to lay down is at 30 degrees. I don't know degrees. Okay, there's 6 degrees that Kevin Bacon game, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever it's called. Anyway, so, oh no, I've been wearing my crown. Don't you worry about that. I got a video coming out on August 1st. Oh, y'all, you'll be seeing my new crown in that one. It'll be a shorts. The shorts videos are unusual in the fact that they have to be short and filmed, on the sideways, not sideways, actually on the vertical, on the portrait part of your phone, and they have to be less than a minute. Now, when you're posting or uploading these to YouTube, they actually need to be, less than 57 seconds. Y'all know I'm so chatty. It's hard for me. It's very hard for me. We did one of our new song. I don't know when that came out, a week or two ago. a new song that I wrote. And I'll have one where I'm talking, it'll be August 1st. So be looking for that because you're not going to want to miss it. Don't make me laugh, y'all. I'm not supposed to laugh because it creates that pressure in your head. Oh, y'all, I'm milking it too. No, you do not have to do the shorts video. They were all on the same analytical platform. And I don't tend to necessarily watch shorts unless it's from a friend of mine, guy. I don't go out and just watch them because it's like TikTok. I don't do TikTok, but I find it annoying. And by the time I get focused, especially with my issues lately, on what it is they're trying to tell me or show me or make me hear or whatever, it's already over with, and I'm just more confused than I was to begin with. So it's kind of nice to be weaning off this medication. Because I was taking it 3 times a day, and you're not supposed to just stop, right? Just to wean off. When they tell you to wean off of a medication, believe them. Anyway, so that's going to take a couple weeks to get all that done, which I'm looking forward to because that sure makes you wonky. And evidently, if you got a brain issue, you don't need more wonky. Oh, y'all. Anyway, I'm looking at the chat. Now I have shown, y'all know I've been doing, maybe you don't know, now you will, the Are You Book Enough challenge, where you make a book as you see for whatever theme they have for the month. And I've done that for three months now. Anyway, I have uploaded those to the shorts as a shorts, and there's no talking in it. Do y'all know how hard it is not to talk? Anyway, if I miss anybody in coming into chat, I apologize. If I miss you leaving the chats, I apologize. And hello, lurkers. I'm so happy you're here. So, anyways, it's been interesting, to say the least. I don't expect anything bad, and I'm sure I will be fine. I'm not supposed to blow my nose either. I mean, it's like, don't be putting pressure in your head. Now that I know this little trick of laying down or sitting at a 30-degree-ish angle, whatever angle that is, not straight up, y'all, and not necessarily laying totally flat. When I do that, I get pretty good. But the problem is, you laying down, now you're going to take a nap. Because that's what you do. You're like, well, I'll just take a little nap. It'll be okay. And 2 hours later, you're waking up and you're like, what? So I know that's not why everybody's here. Anyway, next month, the day I see the neurosurgeon is the same day my live is. So I will probably do a short one if I come on. I'm not saying I'm not coming on. Anyway, Johnny has my test results printed out. Should I have an emergency situation come up, I'd go to the hospital in a Bambulance, because they take you straight back when you go in a Bambulance. Even though we could drive to the hospital faster than an ambulance could reach us, because we've got one. It's like 10 minutes away, 15 at worst. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, now I can set that back there, and it shouldn't smoosh everywhere. So the issue with spinal fluid leaking into your brain is you could get meningitis, and who knows, what other kind of brain damage. Like, I need brain damage. Well, nobody needs brain damage. I'm not trying to make light of it, but and I'm pretty chillaxed because I'm sure I'll be fine. And my nose is running now. but I can't blow it. I just gotta let it run and drip. Okay, so here we are. We've got all that. I am not going to cut the folder up. I just can't do it, but we may save it for a journal. Anyway, let's see. Oh, yeah, I got a sound. Well, at least I'm clearing my throat, which is very annoying for me. Oh, and look, that's kind of a green color too. Dark. Look at that. Can you see it? No, I probably covered it all. Anyway, so should an emergency back to my medical thing. Should an emergency arise, I have an online contact person who will do their best to keep y'all informed of such whatevers. That would be Tanya McGuire. Y'all know Tanya. And anyway, so she would be but I don't expect anything. I don't want anything. I don't expect anything. So y'all don't be freaking out about it. But I will say, it is hard not to do stuff that you normally do because you're not supposed to pick up stuff like heavy cups or baskets full of folders. Or your dog, and you get chewed out by your husband if you don't answer the phone. Just saying, just letting y'all know, you will be chewed out really good. Because if you don't answer it the third time he calls, he's going to call an ambulance. I've already been informed. So let's cut these images out because I don't know what else I'm going to do. Because this has got to be almost what it's like to have ADD. What I've been doing is I will start doing one thing, which, it's not totally unheard of for me to do one thing and then start doing something else because I'm like, oh, I need to put that up. Oh, I need to dust that. Well, I don't dust. So that was a total lie right there. Anyways, it has been really bad the last 2 weeks that I'll start doing a project even, and then I'll get distracted. And next thing you know, I'm straightening up the studio, and then I'm like, what am I even doing? So it's kind of funny when you catch yourself. You're like, what the heck? Anyway, so we're just going to cut these out because I don't know what else we're going to do. This is our last page in the journal. Now, I have a question. I'm going to look at that. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the drugs too. And it explains the really weird hearing issue, because it'd be one ear and then it'd be the other ear and then it'd be both ears and then both ears would be fine, and then I'd get these weird pains and stuff throughout my body. Well, that's because you got, this fluid in your head that's not supposed to be there. Anyway, I already forgot what I was saying before all that. Oh, last page in our journal. I want to ask y'all, do y'all want me to continue doing studio cleanup folder stuff during the live show? Don't forget, we have the mini folders now, too. They're sitting right here. The little mini folders. That was a video that went up a while back where we made little mini folders and we put stuff in them, too. Only little stuff. So we got that. Mini scuffs. Or we could make a new journal and do the same thing. Have we done 2 square journals? Because I know we did 2 not long, but narrow ones. We could go for a different style, size even, or something totally different. I'm asking y'all because I don't know. I don't want y'all to be bored because it does sort of seem like it's the same old thing. Pockets. How can you not do pockets though? Seriously, how can you not? Yeah, but what could I do different? I have a lot of wooden objects, boxes and shapes and stuff like that. We could do some wooden stuff. What else? I don't know. We could draw faces. Y'all know it takes me hours to draw a face. I don't know. Because these days, maybe y'all don't even want me to stream. Or maybe you want me to stream on a different day or at a different time. I mean, what's your pleasure? It's not necessarily that I'm going to do what you say, but, ideas are ideas, my dears. Okay, so this is Scrappy Scrap. Y'all, no wonder I put that paper in there. Look how pretty they look on that little rosy, flowery paper. They all can't fit, though. They all got them same colors. And I don't know where this paper came from. It was probably sitting there. Oh, look, don't forget we have these. Oh, there's stuff on the back. Oh, these are probably like Project Life cards, probably. It's the same kind of flower, but different color. I don't know. And a cacti. I guess because it was green. I don't know. But I don't think I'm going to use the cacti. Cactus. It's single is cactus. Cacti is more than one. So. Oh, well, I'm not stopping putting up videos. That's not going to happen. I am here typically the third Thursday. Not really any other times. But we've got a lot of other people. We have other people that are now streaming on every Thursdays. So I don't know, because that's where most of my normal watchers started going to. They forgot all about little old me and my leftover stuff, which is fine. I wonder if I took that. I could have taken that out of a magazine. I don't know. I don't know where this came from either. It sure looks good with all that. This is teacups, stacked up teacups. Oh, y'all can see. If I can see it in the screen, y'all can see it in the screen. It would fit pretty perfectly. Not there. But I don't know what to do. Okay. Don't forget, we got this pretty little floofle thing. That could be a floofle. Turkey is where the word turquoise came from, for that very peculiar blue that they made and put on their tiles, their ceramic tiles. Just in case we're wondering, because I know we do. That's where turquoise came from, the color turquoise, because it's not the same as a turquoise stone rock that you find out in the land. So we had 13 people. Now we're down to 6. So there we go. They can't chat, so they don't even want to be here, which I understand. But when you're watching on the big screen, you can't chat anyway. England. I've been to England. I've not been to Turkey, Egypt, or India, or Algeria. Not been there. I have ridden on an elephant and a camel. Just saying. I've not rowed a boat. That's kind of not true. When I was in Cub Scouts, because as a leader, you are in Cub Scouts, and we had summer camp, which was up here at Camp Straight, which is now a whole subdivision. Oh, buffering, but not now. Okay. Anyway, they had those rafts like you read about in Tom Sawyer, just a little flat raft, and you did the stick thing, big old giant stick. I've done that, and that's not easy. just let me tell you right now, that ain't easy. So I'm tired of draining that, so we're gonna let that one go. We'll put it on its side somewhere. There. Yeah. Where did my real lid go? Y'all weren't here when I took that lid off, so y'all have no clue either. We just don't know. Where that? There it is. Is that it? Is that even it? No, because that one's not open. I must put it on one of these other bottles. That's not it. Must be this one, right? Yeah. Okay. You go there, and you come here. The other bottle I threw on the ground, so it's okay because it's still sideways. All right. Put the lid on. Do we have any excess glue? If your lids get stuck, you can use a nutcracker, typically. Or if you can't manhandle them open, try a nutcracker. Works for me. If it works for me, it'll work for you. So upside down it goes in my handy dandy asparagus can. It will be at the ready when we decide what we're doing. I'm liking the one with the teacups better, so we might have to pull some of my regular stuff out too. Like Timmy people. We have Timmy people. Don't forget, we have Timmy people. Y'all know I got Timmy people. We have all kinds of stuff. We're a collector. Oh, well, I'll try that later. Hey, Miss Mary Berry. Thanks for being here and eating lunch. I appreciate eating lunch. I really like the teacups. Okay, so we like the teacups. So let's do that. Let's trim them to whatever our magical size is that we never. I think it's 8-ish. Yeah. I almost remembered, didn't I? 8-ish. So we're going to trim that. What do we want? Do we want the top or do we want the bottom? Let's trim the bottom off. 8-ish. That's pretty much it. Hold the little thing. You can get it right enough. We got that. Fold that up. All right, we're going to put it there. We're going to glute it We're just going to glute it down with our new full bottle of glute. We will put it over here. Yes, as a matter of fact, I will leave it open for a pocket. Because, you know, it's got to be, I don't know, will we ever use it? I don't know. Some of the pockets in here, we've made pockets, but we've not actually put anything in them. Because you don't always have to. Because, you know, I don't never go back and journal, typically. But one day I might. It could happen. It could happen. I think that stems from, I had a very curious little sister. One was very curious and one was not. Okay. Anyway, you know, when you start writing those journals, because everybody gives little 13-year-old girls journals to write in, because, you know, that's diaries, I should say, diaries. Anyway, she was always, would not leave it alone. Susan. Anyway. So I think that some of my not writing stuff down stems from that. I need to learn to do what Barb Owen does. She writes her junk down, and then she covers it up with the gessos or paints or paper or something else. So even if Susan wanted to read it, she couldn't. Just saying. True story. Okay. All right. There we go. Now what do we do? Oh, we can put this on the back of some pictures. That would be kind of interesting. Set that aside. Some glue back here. Get me no, we'll just wipe it up. It'll be all right. We can clean it up. It won't take long. Glue. Hey, Linda. I'm so glad to hear it. My apologies if I miss greeting you or saying good day when you have to go. I just am not a great chat watcher when I'm doing arty stuff. So anyway. All right. I shouldn't be surprised that I'm having a medical issue. I do have medical issues, and when I get them, they're usually pretty good ones. I don't usually do the little stuff, y'all. Just saying. I like to make it difficult to diagnose because that's what I do. Like, no. And I'm glad I didn't blow off the MRI because I was going to, but I didn't. I'm like, we'll go ahead and do it. And Johnny was like, no, you need to go ahead and do it. Because I've had those little mini strokes. It's been years, and I've not had any new ones. So that's good news. I forgot to say that was good news. I've not had any of the little mini strokes. So that was good. Still the same number of little white spots in there, or whatever they look like. Oh, Johnny had a spot on his leg, and that is okay. Well, it's not okay, but it's okay. It's nothing to worry about. Just something to keep doctoring. I'm like, but it's been there for 6 months. It just doesn't want to heal just because it doesn't want to heal. That's the issue with cancer and diabetes all together like that. Anyway, that's probably personal stuff. Whatever. So, we got this one. Oh, I recommend that you wait for your glue to dry before you trim off because paper changes and stretches and all that stuff. but I always recommend it. I just seldom. I don't say wouldn't. I don't never, but I just seldom actually do that. I usually don't got no time for that. So, this is my runny nose again. Sorry, y'all. I'm under strict instructions not to blow my nose. Hey, Barbara. Oh, you've given up writing emotional stuff? I know. See, that's kind of what I say too. It's like, no matter how many times you replay, because we all do this. It's a human thing to do. We replay situations and things, typically traumas, arguments, things you didn't want to say, or you wished you hadn't, but you did, that kind of thing. You're not going to change it. It's already done. It's happened. There is nothing you can do now that can change what it was, because it's done. Okay. All right. Well, you know what we've not ever done, I don't think. I wouldn't say ever. I know it's been a while. But I already put a thing on the back of that. I've already put paper on the back of that. Not that one. That. That's too many. I can't tell you what's in my head because I don't know how to explain it, because I don't know how to figure it out. Like you would layer stuff in a scrapbook or just slap things on a page. Oh, but we could put some over here because there's no law that says we can't put some over here. I'm going to trim this extra whatever edge off. It's bothering me. Therefore, it has to go. Molly doesn't like it that I can't pick her up. Well, I can pick her up. I'm not supposed to pick her up. So, that. She's not happy about that. She likes me to pick her up. I can't carry her around because she is just a too chubby bubby for that. She has lost some weight. We've been continuing her diet. And she's not happy about that either. Man, she gets this look. I don't know how dogs can get looks on their faces, but they sure do. She'll get this look on her face like, I can't believe you're not going to give me something to eat before I go to bed. She wants to eat before she goes to bed. Yeah, see, that's it, Barbara. People, everybody you've ever met also has stuff going on. They all do. And they come to and address every situation, every meeting you have with anybody. It includes all their personal background. It just does. That's why art is so different, because it's from the inside for whatever situation it is. That's a stand up. Something like that. I just don't like covering some of this stuff up, y'all. Okay. That can just go like that. It can just go just like that. I'm just goofing now. I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, hiccuping, sorry. I don't know where that came from. Champ is going to go in and out and in and out. I don't know how he can stand being outside. It is so. Have I mentioned how hot it is? I mean, like we've had like 106. We've been at 100, over 100 every day, every stinking day for the past week and a half. And it is blooming hot. Did I tell you our air conditioner in the house went out? Did I tell y'all that? Because that's fun. The AC guy was able to rig it up so that it would run, but it's not running at the potential, and it is at the risk of further damage. So what are you gonna do? It's 105, y'all. Anyway, we also went down and bought a window unit, and we have that in the bedroom so we can sleep at night. Because we tried sleeping out here in the studio, and I have a fold-out bed and the couch in the studio, which I offered to let Tanya and her husband sleep on when they were here. And they said, no, that's okay. And I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, I'm not offended anybody that will stay here. Anyway, we slept on it, and oh my God. Next time I talk to Tanya, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad y'all didn't sleep on that because it was horrible. We'd slept on it, I think, when it was brand new, and it was okay. But anyway, that's been, a couple of days ago. So we are not going to offer the studio bed to anybody again. But we do have a blow up somewhere, a blow up queen size, one of them blow up ones. And it's pretty good. My son has used it, and it's pretty good. I just don't know where it is, and now I can't pick anything up anyway, as if it would matter. So now the problem with sleeping out here in the studio, I'd be okay with it, because when I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm just laying there, I could get up, just come over here and do something, right? Well, there's no TV out here. When we had the flood and we put everything back, we just never did, put the TV back on the wall or anything. And it's the kind that needs to hang on the wall. So that's no good for hubby because he's a TV kind of guy. Hey, Mary Kay. Oh, I got your stuff, girl. Oh my God. Let me show y'all. I didn't show y'all. Where is it? Right here. Okay, sent me a big old giant bag of stuff. I have weeded through it, and I have used some of it already. So, we could pull out some of these diamonds. They might be good on this page. I mean, it's kind of like the Orient, isn't it? Sorry. I didn't mean to bump you. Some of these might work. Let me see if I can grab them. I don't know, but they might could. I mean, y'all know, it could. It could happen. It's called serendipity. I don't know. I'm just pulling out the ones I see. There's a bunch of them in here. Okay. One over here. They got little pearls around them. They actually look like they could be used on or put on. Oh, plug up the computer for crying out loud. Is that it? That's probably enough. I mean, there is like a bunch in here. It's a bunch of all kinds of stuff in here, y'all. All right. Okay. So put that back over there. Back over here. See, we could even use that. white. I mean, because, just because they were in the photo, we don't have to. They look like they may have been on, or could be on clothing. See, you got your center jewel, and it's surrounded by pearls. They could look good on here because this is Asian-y, Orient-y, not Asian, Orient-y. They're not the same thing. Okay, so we got that color, and that color, and that color, and that color, and then we got that shape and that color. Let go. Okay, that's purple. That's not blue. What does it look? That's very blue on the screen. What does the blue one look like on the screen? They look the same color on the screen. This one's purple. This one's blue. Okay, so we only have the one purple. This might be. It almost feels like too much, though. Oh, I see. They even have little holes in them so they could be sewn on stuff. Very neat. Neato pedos. Okay, computer. Sapphire's your birthstone? That's the blue one. Denim blue. I bet it was. I know. It's just, I was like, wow. And I haven't messaged her, and I'm sorry. Thank you. More thank you, even. I don't know. I'm looking at it on the screen because sometimes you can see more better. More butter. This must be some kind of a game in this picture because there's a guy holding another guy under his arm, and this one is two, and they're like tossing balls back and forth between each other. Must be some kind of game. Must be because I said it was. So, on the back of that blue. That would not be too bad either. I don't know. We could. They got these, y'all know Kimmy stuff. Snapshots. Let's see if any of them look oriented. Orient. I doubt it, but it could happen. There's one in Paris. Oh, it says California. Okay. Okay, well, that would be a no. Timmy, you need some Orient pictures. What else do we have? Because this is just, I know it's a lot of stuff, but it's just not, it's not speaking to me, y'all. Maybe I'm not speaking to it. I'm talking to you today. Me too, Barbara. I got laid off from the mortgage industry some time ago. $20.15. That's a good while. Oh, the UK. Very good. Art is not saying. I agree. And yeah, I'm my husband's caregiver. He's my caregiver, so we're kind of trading these days. No, Vaughn, I can't choose just one picture. I love them all. They're playing a game too. Okay, we'll take that one off. Now I have three. What am I supposed to do with three little pictures? You're putting me under pressure, Vaughn. I'm not supposed to be under pressure. I'm not supposed to be under pressure. That's what I tell Johnny when he tells me something. I'm like, stop. You're putting me under pressure. I'm not, no, y'all. I'm not supposed to pressurize my head, but I can't help it. Pretty much for letting. Goes that way. Then tier them or pocket them. Tier flip. Yeah, I thought about a flip too. Monopoly money. I have Monopoly money. No idea. Let's see, just for grins, because I mean, in our little mini scuffs, if there should happen to be anything in there. Flowers. Let's pull out some flowers. I got flowers. You just have to wait for it. Wait for it. They're not heavy, but I have some. I just have to find them. Well, I know where they are. I just have to dig them out. All right. I actually have a lot of crap, y'all. I'm a collector. I'm a clearance shopping collecting girl. Look, she would be good. Right? She's good. She's a picture of health and beauty. Bless her heart. Let's see. I was thinking actual flowers. About something like that. I don't know. We'll leave it out. Okay. Now we're feeling it. Whatever it is. We have some flowers. We have just, I think that's just flowers. Well, it looks like it's got mushrooms too. Oh, maybe not. I do have flowers. There's some flowers. Uh-huh. Y'all, I got to do something with all this junk. I just keep piling it up. No wonder I keep getting distracted, right? No wonder. Now I've pulled out more stuff. Okay. Scooch up. That way. Cut the monkey up. It's more. It's more. Look at chat. Look at chat. Okay, I'm looking at chat. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm a collector. Okay, glad you're back. And it happens to those. I don't like the yellow ones. Yeller. Yeller is a color. Layer that. Is that the same one I had? Layer it. Smaller. Actually smaller. All right. And I don't know what brand. Oh, there it is. Botanical. Tim. Don't you know? It's Tim. Another one just like that. Okay, we'll get there. It's just evidently, well, it's only been an hour, y'all. Got butterflies too. Kind of liking that one. I'm a clearance shopper. Y'all know that. I don't have to tell you, but I am. That's how you can become a collector. Only buy stuff on clearance or secondhand at the secondhand charity shop. Just saying. That one say. It says something. Does it matter? I don't know. It's a concert. I got something from one the other day. I didn't know what it was. Well, I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was. I'll show you in case one of y'all might want or need it. Hang on. I have it right here. It's a Biggs die. It's the Village Bungalow. And I thought it would make a whole house, but it doesn't. It's that add-on die to his little village stuff, his being Timmy. It's 661196. I've not even cut to see if it cuts. It looks absolutely brand new, except maybe right there. Anyway, it cuts a window, a fence, a window, a dormer with no window, a dormer with window, or a bay, I'm not sure which, and another window. So it's an add-on die for his village. Do any of y'all have the village? Y'all remember when that? It's been a while. See, Jade, that's what you have to do sometimes. That's what you have to do sometimes. Lock yourself away from everybody. Anyway. So I thought it was a house, a whole house, because I'm like, oh, that's not, but it's useless to me because I don't have the rest of the village. And I'm not going to get the rest of the village. I have my own village to tend to. Okay. I was only distracted for a few minutes. It's okay. All right. So, I have more to play with. Where are those? I have just some flowers. They're not colorized. They're just die cuts. Do I have any of those over here? No. There's one down there. That's nothing. You would think out of all this junk, treasure. What's in there? There might be something fun in there. A lot of the stuff I have is for scrapbooking. Because, that's what they clearance out anymore. So here's some acetate pieces. First, I thought I liked the lines, but I'm not. These are called, this is from Hampton Art. I don't know if all of them are from Hampton Art. That's a label I have. Transparencies, photo effect overlays. But I don't think maybe they are. That looks like a K & Company label to me. Anyway. See, and here comes another label. Oh, it just says before. It's just a before and after. Before and after. As a collector, I like weird stuff, so I could see why I would get this. Okay. I was just looking at chat. Nothing's changed. Nothing's moved. Just so because, because we can't. That's why. It's the same one. Oh, here's a colored one. Well, that one's colored, but that one's brighter. Kind of like that one. I like that one more butter. Okay. Shove these back in this envelope. Maybe that's where they came from. And that one label looks like a K & Company label, but I'm not going to swear to that. Come on. Some of them I probably only paid 25 cents for. Just saying, I've had them a couple days. That's what you do as a collector. In case you're not sure what you do as a collector. That back there. Which one do I like better? They both look like terrible over there. Liking that one. That one's going to be the wiener. But what are we going to do with it? I don't know. Get more stuff out. Oh, see what happens when you don't do a simple pocket? Goes that way. Maybe that's why I always do pockets. Just put a pocket on it and stick stuff in a pocket. Okay. Pretty sure you're going on that page because you're the only portrait-y. All the rest are landscapies. You need to go there. You just be looking at them. Can we see in the screen? We okay? I am liking that there, though. Stop. Wait a minute. Okay. Don't like the root beer thing, but I can cover that up or cut it off. Put a butterfly on it, and that would just fix that real quick. Why does the hand have to go that way? It doesn't. Go that way. Go that way. Kind of like that. Stop sliding off. Okay. Kind of liking that. Now, do we want to add any of these other pictures? We can cut them off. Oh, let's do that. Because this has a fun little weird shape on it. And maybe that's what it is. They're all too close in size. In, you know what I'm saying, in space. That. Oh, that's better. For crying out loud, that's better. That little shape. Okay. Vaughn. But that's okay. I mean, if as long as you're enjoying that process like that, that's what makes it okay. In my opinion, and we all know I'm the boss. Ain't no ruler boss over me. Okay, I like that. And I think that's what it was. They're all so similar in size. That's what I'm thinking. No, because that would cut that off, and we don't want to do that. But I'm kind of liking that. The hand can't go that way because this makes it upside down, and I don't like that. But we can go like that. Just expose the reed. Something like that. Go with the bigger one. Bigger one. Which has the same space as the hand, so no. Kind of like that. That. Kind of like that. Overlappy. Stay put. Okay. Look in the screen. Just a minute. I do that too, and I'm in a chair. But, oh, with that said, depending on how things go in a month, I may be on the lay down too. Kind of like that, but I'm not sure I like that color. Here's a yellow one. Let's just throw a whole new color in there. No. Go back to the fuchsia. Fuchsia's, I think the fuchsia's okay. Those teardrop. Oh, that's kind of nice. But you know, if you have the time and you don't feel pressurized to hurry up, what difference does it make? Because, you know, I see so many videos, and I've commented on this before, and I may have commented it in a voiceover at a live. I don't know. And I understand the reason why people want to hurry up, because they have full-time jobs or even part-time jobs, and they have families that they're tending to, and your time for yourself is limited, and art is a personal, in my opinion, it's a personal time. Now, it's wonderful if you can meet up with other people and do art together. Just like this. If I carried all my crap in a bag and went somewhere where other people had, you know, how they have those crops. That's what that is. You just sit around and you chit chat and you just be in the same space with other physical people, okay? Which is slightly different than online people. I mean, you know, like the people that are doing the StreamYards where there's 2 or 3 of them and they're arting together. It's a different thing than being by yourself. It just is. I don't have to tell that to y'all. Y'all know that. See, just sometimes, and that's been one of the hard things of all this plague crap. And we were starting to get over the plague crap, and now they're giving us a new one, y'all. Don't be having sex with other people. Just don't do it, okay? They're saying that's how it's spreading. Y'all know, the pox. Of course, now the rumors are flying everywhere for the pox. There's the rumor, I don't know how true it is. I'm not a doctor. Seek your own medical advice, okay, people? That if you have the shingles shot, that will help protect you from the monkeys. All right? But I'd also heard or read that if you have the smallpox vaccine that you used to get in the olden days, you know, up until like 1980, everybody had smallpox vaccine. You had to have it, okay? That will also protect you. And then I've also heard that no, that shot wears off. And allegedly smallpox, allegedly, and I do say it allegedly, was, you know, determined to be not out there anymore, which is not true because it still shows up in some other countries from time to time. Anyway, just don't be having sex with people. That's all I'm saying. You know, don't do it. We don't need the poxes. But when I start thinking about my conspiracy side of my brain, which is very active place these days, or inactive, however you want to look at it, it's population control. It's control in general. And most people in most countries are going for it. We're all just, yeah, sure. Good Lord, I remember when it was so bad in the plague was so bad in Italy, and see, we had just been there a few months before that, so we were somewhat familiar with how everything looked. They were welding people in there because they live in buildings like apartment buildings. Well, they are apartment buildings, and that's their housing. They were literally welding the gates shut so the people in there couldn't get out. Whether they were sick or not didn't matter. Anyway, it was horrible. I really felt bad for Italy when that was so bad. Then they stopped, they don't even talk about any of that on the news. They only tell you what they want you to know. So, I watched the weather. Quit it. Too many people. Yeah, it is. It just is. And we're about to have a famine. Whether you want to believe it or not, we're dry. Texas is under drought. The part of Texas where the cattle and the grasses grow is under drought. What happens when you can't feed the cattle? What happens when you can't grow the crops because one area of the country is flooding and one area is in drought? Just saying. If y'all not paying attention, you need to wake up and pay attention to that stuff. You're going to get hard. I don't want it to, but I think it will. Anyway. So, and y'all know, y'all heard this last year, a year and a half ago, that China is not shipping rice outside of China anymore. They are not exporting any of their foodstuffs. Just saying. I'm kind of liking this. I feel pretty comfortable with it. What do y'all think? That doesn't feel good. Yeah. Well, and if y'all can afford it when you go to the grocery store or you have your groceries delivered, get some extra canned goods. Get some bags of beans and rice. Might not want to eat them, but by God, it'll keep you alive. I would mention potatoes, but the price of potatoes is just stupid. Instant potatoes. They can be doctored. Just saying. You're just getting stuff you're going to eat anyway. You're just buying it at today's prices, which would be half the price it'll be next year. I think I'm feeling pretty good about this. That's what I'm thinking. Do we want to put a diamond on this side? I'm looking in the screen. I don't like it there. It's right over here. No. No. We might just leave just the one. What do y'all think? Would that be weird? Doesn't matter if it's weird. Everything in life is weird. I think we'll go for it. Okay. So that almost took 2 hours. So we're just going to trim some of this white off because it just bothers me. Some of it we'll trim and some of it we will ink on. And we are definitely taking off his antennae because They typically bother me on these things. We will put some thread on there and giving brand new fancy antennae. This one's a hem. I just know it's a hem. I can tell. The hem because I called it a hem. Don't even start me on that. So, I know I'm not very entertaining. But I'm so glad you guys are here and spending your time with me and sharing space with me. It has taken me a while to get this one going there. I like that. Okay, I like that better. Okay, get the brown. The brown. And this would be coffee colored archival ink on a cut and dry foam tool thing because it doesn't wear out like the foam ones. I know it's cut and dry foam, but it's not. It's like an ink pad, like the fancy ink pads. Okay. Okay. Now, before we go any further, get a general idea. Take a picture with your handy dandy picture phone. So you kind of get an idea of where you had stuff. Because when you go to glue it down, it's not going back exactly where it was. Yeah, I like fussy cutting. Sometimes. I mean, it can get a little old sometimes. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, let's... And y'all know I either ink or I don't ink. I don't necessarily always do that, but... And this is an artist paper. These images are from an artist paper from the whatever Stampington magazines. Okay. I'm not going to ink around that because I feel happy about that. Just saying. Just throwing that out there, y'all. Okay. So this one. See, now I got to look at my picture because I done got, wait, where is it? Oh, come on. Seriously? Seriously. I got to send a text. Because if I don't text him back, he'd be calling a ambulance. Bless his heart. Okay, not that. That one. That one. That one. Okay. All right. That one. Where'd that one go? Oh, it slid off. I put it over there. Bless my heart. Okay, this one's on the bottom. We'll just use some art glitter glue. XOXO Vaughn. Thanks so much for being here. I know I'm not necessarily good company again. That's okay. You can either love me or not. And I think you love me. Okay, now we have it kind of, it's kind of not straight. It's kind of that away because this one kind of comes over here. So we want it just a little bit more that away. Just a little bit more that away. And then that's going to come up. around it that way. And it doesn't matter on that because the diamond goes on top of that. So I am not making a pocket today on this page. I might on the next one over. Because this turned into a double page spread now, didn't it? Okay, that kind of went like that. Just a little. Yeah, perfect. Don't slide. Don't be sliding on me now. And that looks like that, kind of cockeyed. Okay, so now we'll put this on. Art glitter glue, my second favorite, because it grabs quick, but I still like my tacky glue really for these heavier things. But, you know, okay, kind of had it. Kind of like that. Okay, let's put some weight on it. Let's wait for it a minute. I'm so glad, Gail. Oh, my new tiara. Oh my gosh, y'all. I tied a string around it. Wait, let me put some weight on this. Because it's not wanting to put some weight on it. Okay. Ta-da! Oh my God, look how shiny it is. And it's bigger than my other ones. Now, because I've got a small head, I have a child size head. I have grandchildren with bigger heads than mine. That's why I'm so clever, is because all my brain's packed in nice and tight, and it's easy to get one synapses to the next. Anyway, I tied a ribbon on it so I can bobby pin the ribbon in various places onto my hair. So I couldn't dance in it because it would flop off. But I love it. Isn't it gorgeous? I know, purple. It is just gorgeous. And I must say, I look divine in it. Just saying. You will see me in this crown in a shorts video on August 1st. I don't know what time that's going to show. Probably at 9, because it's typically what, I don't know. I better not say. I just don't even know. Now we still need to put some antennae. Oh, and we have this ribbon thing. We could have put that under something for texture. We're going to put thread on our butterfly for the antennae. Put gold. Okay, hang on. Put my little drawer back in there. Oh, I need another piece for that one too. So we'll just, that's probably enough for both. Some, I don't know, some butterflies really have really long antennae. I don't know if y'all are aware of that, but some of them really do. And some of them don't. Now, dragonflies have antennae, but they're tiny and you cannot see them in real life unless you super magnify a photograph you took of them. I'm just putting a little piece of paper on top of that glue just to help hold that in place. And you want them kind of the same length because they are mostly, but it's kind of hard to tell because they'll be all in different directions. So that's good on that one. Let's trim some of this white off over here and get rid of his antennae. He's small, so this one's smaller. I can't cut it that way. Just getting rid of some of that excess white that just bothers me. Where's my coffee colored ink? Oh, that's no bueno right there. Whatever that was. There. Okay, now we feel better about him. Let's get him an antennae. There's his head. Well, y'all know I don't sleep well. Well, I was sleeping really good, but now I'm back to not sleeping good. That's what happens when you wean off a medication that knocks you out. You don't sleep quite as good. Anyway, so I was awake last night a lot, and I watched Roundhouse, which is not necessarily the kind of a movie I would watch, but it had Patrick Swayze in there, and those are always good. Patrick Swayze, bless his heart. He was he grew up in Magnolia, Texas. His mother had, or has, no, she probably doesn't have it anymore, a dance studio in Magnolia, Texas. And my husband actually had met Patrick at one time because his daughter went to the dance studio. Patrick was a dancer. Anyway, I was watching Roundhouse because Patrick was in it. That's my whole story. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, is that down? I think that's okay. Because Patrick, bless his heart, he had the pancreatic cancers. Now, don't worry too much about the antenna because you can put a little bit of glue on there to actually stiffen them and make them go whatever direction you want them to go in if you have a preferred direction, which we will do probably in a minute. I'm going to glue him down first. Oops. I'm glad he fell glue up. That's an old issue. That's not a new brain issue. That's an old issue with my hands. My hands. We want you to go right there. Perfect. Stay. Okay. Now, I should let him set for a minute, but I'm not going to. Just going to put a little thin line. Now, this art glitter glue does dry clear. So, because he's going in that direction, they should go that way. They should be direct. I'm going to have to trim that because it's sticking off the page and that's going to annoy the heck out of me. There. Perfect. I am wiping some of the glue away, but not enough that it's going to... There. Perfect. Okay, we need to glue this on. That's the direction we want it. Now I got to look at my picture again. Okay. Mostly like that. But it's a heavier object and it's got the fabric on the back. Thanks again, Kay. That bag is just full of fun stuff. Just saying. It's a loose thread. I have issues with threads on account of I'm gonna blame my mother. It's all my mother's fault. She made clothes for us as kids, and I made Barbie clothes for myself. No, well, not for me, for my Barbie. Anyway, And it was always not a good thing to have threads hanging out. Now, this is where Barb Owens gets her thread hanging out thing issue too. About like that. Perfect. Oh, yay. Yay. Anyway, so that's where my thread thing comes from. Oh, I like that, y'all. What do y'all think? It was a long time coming. Seems awful simple, and we should have got it done like hours ago, but whatever. Okay. My little ink. So, anyways, I could say so, anyways, all day long. Loose threads were a no-no. That might have a piece of that plastic stuff that they put on electronics to keep them from getting scratched up before they get to their new home. Sometimes it's on the back of those plastic thingies. Okay, we already inked you. We're not going to ink you. Do I want to take, because it's got a little cutout right here. Do I want to take that out? I don't know. We might glue that back in depending on how it looks. Don't lose it. Okay. Okay. This was on the bottom. I got to look at that picture. My mother was an artist. She even studied for a while in Paris. I will say, I think some of that had to do with her boyfriend at the time. Okay. Because she had a beau in the military, and this was after the war. And by the war, I mean the Second War. It was fought in Europe. Anyway, she studied in Paris for a while. He happened to be there. She did not marry him. They wanted to marry, but his family said no. So they didn't. That going to do that. Just going to kind of tack these two together. I don't want it stuck to the page yet. Okay, just tacking them together. Tacky. It's so tacky. Anyway, my entire life, I don't ever remember a time when we weren't doing some kind of art or sewing. I'm checking to see if it's got that plastic thing on it. And I think it does. Feels like it does. So, I've always done it. Yep. It's got the plastic thing on it. You know, that plastic film to protect it. So it's perfectly clear when you stick it on something. Looking at my picture, that's gonna go something like that. But I need, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use Diamond Glaze. I have a new bottle of, what's that called? Y'all know what that's called. Here it is. Glossy Accents, which is actually very good for gluing down plastic stuff and metal stuff. Oh, I should glue these down first. Anyway, we're going to glue our, watch out. Acetate thing with the Diamond Glaze. It dries clear, and if it's good enough to glue diamonds, and by diamonds I mean, you know, the faux flat back jewels, onto washable clothing, It should work on holding that piece of plastic in a journal that will seldom ever get looked at. Just saying. Okay. That one goes that way, kind of like that. That's how it is now. Let's wait on it. Yes. I don't know. Diamond Glaze, it's a water-based dimensional adhesive. It also says it's mixable. I don't know what it's mixable with. A friend of mine used a lot of jewels and would glue them on clothing and artwork as well. Kind of like me. Well, I haven't glued any on clothing. And it's what she used to attach her flat back diamonds on stuff. It's Diamond Glaze by Judy, Judikins, Judikins. And the other stuff is a Tim Holtz Ranger product called Glossy Accents. You can put it on top of stuff to make it super shiny. And it's pretty good. The Glossy Accents is pretty good for gluing down diamonds and metal stuff like that. Now, is it going to hold forever? I don't know. Probably not, because, I mean, what really does? Kind of not covering that up so much. Sort of. I'm looking at my photo phone. It's a very handy dandy thing. Actually, I had it more down that way. Yeah, good enough. Close enough. Anyway, will it actually work well for this? I don't know. Now, I've seen people use Fabrifix for this kind of thing, but I've also had Fabrifix pull away because it is for fabric typically, and whereas it might hold stuff for a minute or day or so, I don't know that it would hold that well. Notice we've not put a pocket over here either. Just throwing that out there. I don't want to cover my monkey yet. Okay. I'm going to put some weight on it, and we're going to wait on it. We're done with that. When I get through with it, this does not stop up as bad as Glossy Accents does, but when I get done with it, anything in the nozzle I try to clear out. And maybe that's why it doesn't stop. But I've never had this stop at past the little nozzle thing. Just saying. I'm pretty happy with it. I do not remember how much it cost. I have had it a long time. Just throwing that out there too. Okay. Got our hand, our butterfly. Maybe we'll put, why not? We have it. We might as well, we can just, that would add an interesting texture. And interesting without being obtrusive, because because you can see through it. That's what I'm trying to say, for heaven's sakes, just say it. I should probably put Fabrifix on that though. Now this tulle stuff, netting, is really a plastic, y'all. It's going to be sandwiched, so I think it'll be okay. We're going to pretend it'll be okay. It'll be just fine and dandy. Now we're going to hold that with our scissors for a minute. Okay. Yeah, the rules for glue are astronomical. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's plastic. I mean, it may not be, but I would almost bet you today's tool is. I don't know that it started that way. Probably not. We could find out. Where's some fire? Get some fire. Get a fire stick. I just saw one. Played with fire not that long ago. Let's just see. We'll know when we smell it. Oh, it's singeing right up. Yeah, that's plastic. This one's plastic, but all of it may not be. So there's that. I have a big bucket of water. You know, it's okay. Now we're down to 9 people. All right. No pocket. They left because there's no pocket today. And they said I couldn't do a page without a pocket. Whoever they are, they don't even exist, do they? I'm going to wipe it off with scissors, even though it'll peel off. Okay. Here's my picture, my photographo, on my handy dandy photo phone. Yep. Close to the monkey, but not on the monkey. Although I liked it there. I must have glued that too wonky. Did oh well. Okay. Got that going. Put a weight on it. Then this one. Oh, let go. Now, Fabrifix is an acetone glue, and I think you can, like I know English products, British products. Scrabby Dabby Doodah uses. Is it Scrabby Dabby Doodah? Maybe not. But anyway, someone over there has a uses a fairly inexpensive acetone glue. Ours is really expensive over here. To me, I can't remember how much that was. I'm putting the little punch out thing back in there because I like it better in there. Okay. Thank you. Okay, it's fine, Gail. I just so appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. In my non-entertaining kind of way. Okay, that's probably good. And we're gonna put our flutterfly. And I'm putting the butterfly there because it says whatever it says on the hand. I don't like what it says. But we're not going to glue those little antennae. We'll just let them be wherever they be, they're going to be. Looking in the screen. No, I don't like the round one on there. That blue one just looks so good on the other page. Oh, well. There we go. That one needs weight on it. All right. We might not have put a full-fledged pocket, but I did sneak in a tuck spot. The magic of gluage. Get back on there. Right here. The hand's a little tuck spot. Okay. So, we didn't use these things. They will go back. They will be included with the folder giveaway stuff, which is like nothing. We didn't even use that at all, and that's gorgeous. The heck, Batman. So that's what we got left over right there. That little thing. Anyway, we're about to draw for the leftover folder stuff. You don't get the folder, okay? But you get the stuff that's left over from inside the folder. Now, also, I always add stuff because I always feel like there's not much in there. I don't know what I'll add, but I always add stuff because that's what I do. And you have to be alive. Oh, we didn't even use our paper clip. You have to be a live internet chatter to be able to be in the drawing. I have rules, y'all. It is required by the YouTubes that you have rules. So there we go. Can we read it? Here we go. Here we go. So there's my rules. This is my bingo ball thing. And you need to pick, not yet, after I type the word go. And I'm afraid you have to have a U.S. mailing address, and we're down like 12 people, so we might not. Oh, see, okay, Mary, okay, you just don't win nothing if you're gonna leave. Anyway, a U.S. mailing address. You will pick one number and one number only, between 1 and 79. After I type the word go, okay? And then at some point, I will type the word stop, and then you'll have to stop, any numbers after that won't be counted. They won't be considered for winning the leftovers. Y'all want leftovers. Look, I just found this little girl. Oh, this little girl's body. We'll throw a body in there. It did have hands or legs. I don't know what happened to her head or her legs. Y'all. Here's her legs. I don't know what I was doing. Are those her legs? I think those are her legs. Anyway, you'll get a headless body and a pair of legs. Okay. I'll draw the ball and close this without going over, blah, blah, blah. Okay, get ready. Oh, you have to be U.S. mailing address. Okay, I know that narrows the field down. I'm sorry. That postage is just radunculous, radunculous. And these are. This is what I'm going to put. I'm going to add more stuff because I always do. That's what I do. I have stuff I need to get rid of, so I might as well give it in the folder, leftover folder. This is it, y'all. I'll put something else. I'll put other stuff in there. I always do. And I say that all the time. I always do. I always do. So, Gail, you might get stuck with it. And I don't mean stuck in a bad way, but you could, some of this stuff is usable. You could put it on ATCs or make clusters with it or do a journal page or a postcard. I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff you can do with leftover junk stuff, treasure. Oh my goodness, y'all. But I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, let's look at it again. It was a long time in coming. What, 2 hours? 2 hours in coming at least. And that's all we did. We just glued and stuff. There was nothing wrong with just gluing stuff down because that can be just doing that and smooshing paint around sometimes. It's just all you need to do. We did end up with the little tuck spot right there. I don't know what we'd ever put in there. But we could if we wanted to. Saying. We didn't put any words on here, y'all. Do that. Universe. That just happens to be laying here. Let's see. Do we have any? I got a whole box of words. I've done weird, well, not typical things. Just looking, just because That's a good one right there. We're going to add that and that. Serendipitous. Okay. We're just going to do it. I have not forgotten about the numbers, y'all. We'll just give the lurkers a time to subscribe so they could be in the live chat because they might want to win. They might want to win some of these awesome treasures. Gonna ink around it. Gonna ink around this one too. They are different fonts, but I think that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, gonna go that there. We're gonna put this over here. I mean, it's kind of there. It's like, is that supposed to be? I think we're gonna put there. We're gonna put it right there. Let me get the glue back out. Because we can. Okay, perfect. Oh, look, that was a recycled page already. I liked it cockeyed like that. Just like that. And we have to leave that open because, remember, that's a little secret tuck spot. For whatever. Nothing. Just air. It's a tuck spot for the air. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put in stop. Y'all had enough time to do. I think it's pretty neat considering it was such a trouble to make. Oh my gosh. Okay, where am I? Get my bingo balls. Y'all. Bless my heart. Bless all our hearts. Which way does this go? I don't know which way it goes. It's always a surprise. All right, got a ball. Got one, and that's all we need right now. We have, where's the ink pen? We have ball 16. Because it's I-16. Stay right there. Stay right there. I gotta look at the chat. Oh my God, Gail. Gail. Gail had 16 on the nose. Oh, what are the odds of that? Talk about serendipitous. Now, Gail, you're going to have to post a picture and you're going to have to tag me in the picture so that I know what you made with some of these treasures. And I think I have your address, but go ahead and email it to me if you don't mind. My email is in the description box of the video. The word contact is actually part of my email address. Y'all. Oh, Gail, bless your heart. I can't wait to see what you do. And that was the last page in our Volume 3 SCUF, Studio Clean at Folder Stuff Journal. I don't know what we're going to do next month because next month is my appointment date with the neurosurgeon. So I don't know. Wrong way, wrong direction. Putting everything on the wrong side, lining it all up. Really ish. How we going to see everything? I don't know how we're going to see everything. Y'all. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Prayers are always welcome at our home. We appreciate I know, that headless body. There's some legs in there. There's some legs. Oh, I could. Where's that paper clip? I could paper clip the legs to the body. That way they won't be separated. It's a pink paper clip, by the way. So anyway, and there's a lion. Oh, the lion could have ate her head. Thanks so much, y'all. I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming back and commenting on the video. It helps analytics, which helps to keep me showing up in the YouTube analytics so my videos get seen and our happiness and joy is spread it throughout the world, y'all. Thanks for watching and happy art, y'all.